You know, for decades, the world of business-to-business sales ran on handshakes, long lunches, and fax machines. But today, that whole world is changing, and it's changing fast. We're talking about a massive shift to powerful online platforms, and it's creating some absolutely huge opportunities for growth. So let's dive in and break down how it all works. First up, we're going to look at why the old way of doing business just isn't cutting it anymore. Then, we'll explore the digital solution that's shaking everything up. After that, we'll get into the really exciting stuff, how these platforms can seriously fuel your growth and make your whole operation run smoother. And we'll finish up with a clear roadmap for how you can make this shift yourself.
All right, let's set the stage. For as long as any of us can remember, B2B commerce has been playing by the same old rulebook. And honestly, in today's global economy, that playbook is just too slow, way too expensive, and frankly, too limited.
I mean, think about it. The old way meant flying to physical trade shows, dealing with mountains of paperwork, and being stuck selling only in your local region. Your business basically shut down at 5 p.m. every day. Now, contrast that with the new way, a 24/7 global marketplace. It's all digital, it's international, and it is always open for business. That isn't just an upgrade, it's a fundamental game changer.
And that brings us to the solution that's making all of this possible, the rise of the dedicated online B2B platform.
So what exactly is one of these platforms? Well, first off, it's not like your typical online store where you buy a single t-shirt. Nope, think bigger. Think of a construction company ordering 1,000 steel beams, or a hospital ordering 10,000 gloves. These are digital ecosystems built for the real complexities of business. We're talking bulk orders, special negotiated pricing, and managing those long-term relationships, all in one slick online environment.
And listen, this isn't some niche concept we're talking about. These are established giants. You've got massive global players like Alibaba and Amazon Business. You have regional powerhouses like IndiaMart. And you even have super specific platforms for certain industries like Thomasnet. They are all connecting buyers and sellers on an absolutely massive scale.
Okay, now let's get to the really exciting part. What happens when your business actually gets on one of these platforms? First things first, let's talk about what this does for your sales and for your growth.
Just take a second and really think about this question. What if your products were suddenly available to thousands of potential buyers all around the world, around the clock, even while you're asleep? That right there, that's the power we're talking about.
This is where the magic really happens for your top line. Suddenly, you get instant global reach, something that used to require a massive budget and years of work. You're also plugging directly into a ready-made network of buyers who are actively looking for what you sell. This helps you build brand credibility almost overnight with verified profiles and real customer reviews. And maybe the best part, you can scale your sales way up without having to hire a whole new army of people to handle it.
But believe it or not, that's only half the story. Because this isn't just about growing your revenue. It's also about building a much more profitable business by making everything more efficient and cutting out unnecessary costs.
So where do these savings actually come from? Well, just think about all the old expenses, the constant flights and hotels for sales trips, printing those thick, expensive product catalogs, the huge fees for trade show booths. A lot of that is either dramatically reduced or just gone. Plus, when you automate your workflows, you save countless hours of manual work, and that goes straight to your bottom line.
And the leap in efficiency here is just incredible. A task like finding a new supplier can go from taking days of research and phone calls to just a few minutes of searching and comparing. Processing a new order goes from a mess of paperwork and data entry to a single click. This isn't just about saving money, it's about getting back your most valuable resource, time.
And here's a huge benefit that often gets overlooked: data. For the first time, a lot of businesses get access to rich, actionable data. You can see in real time what products are trending and where. You can understand demand signals. You can even get intelligence on competitive pricing. Basically, you stop guessing and you start making smart, strategic decisions that are backed by actual numbers.
Okay, the benefits are pretty clear, right? So you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Let's get into the practical steps for making this digital shift.
Of course, there are always a few common hurdles or questions. What about my sales team? Is my data secure? Well, the good news is these platforms are designed for the real world. They have hybrid models that can empower your sales reps with new digital tools. They use enterprise-grade security that's built like a fortress, and they have ready-made ways to easily connect with the other systems you're already using.
When you're ready to pick a platform, it really just boils down to a simple 4-step process.
First, what's your main goal? Are you trying to go global or just dominate your local region? Second, look at the features you actually need. Third, compare the costs, things like transaction fees or subscriptions. And fourth, and this one is absolutely critical, make sure the buyers on that platform are the right fit for your specific industry. A company selling specialized lab equipment needs a very different marketplace than one selling bulk paper goods.
So I really want to leave you with this final thought. Shifting to digital B2B isn't just an interesting option anymore, it's an inevitability. The businesses that jump on these platforms early are going to gain a massive competitive advantage. They're building stronger, more resilient, and more profitable operations for the future. So the real question isn't if you're going to make the switch, it's when.